2010, not one U.S. state had an obesity rate of less than 20%. Tonight, I am going to tell you how, by simply changing your diet, we can reverse this trend. This is me, 3 years and 40 pounds heavier ago. So over the last 3 years, I have spent a lot of time trying to be healthier. I've completed a half marathon. I've lost 55 pounds, gained a few of it back, but just done various things to try to improve my health, my overall health. So tonight I'm going to talk to you about why we need to change the way we eat, how we can reverse the obesity trend simply by changing our diet, some of the health benefits you'll realize, and then I'm going to offer you a challenge. So why do we need to change the way we eat? According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, Ohio's obesity rate in 2010 was 29.2%. That was a 15% increase since 1985. This is clearly a trend that we need to change. In her book, The Eat Clean Diet, Recharged by Tosca Renna, she tells us that our body mass is made up 80% of simply by what we eat. Another 10% is determined by exercise, and merely 10% determined by genetics, which is great news. That means just by changing what and how we eat, we can change the fat factor. So now we know why. How? How do we do this? For me, it's simple. Eating whole, unprocessed foods, and that means eating foods that are more from nature and less from a manufacturer. For example, eating fresh vegetables and fruits as opposed to canned vegetables and fruits, or even frozen. Eating meat in moderation that is free range or grain-fed as opposed to a chicken nugget or a processed hamburger. If a food is prepackaged, it should have no more than 5 ingredients on the label. Back up just 1 second. Refined sugar is really bad for you. You should only be eating natural sweeteners like honey and 100% maple syrup, things like that, in very small quantities. So back to the prepackaged food. If you eat a prepackaged food, it shouldn't have more than 5 ingredients in it. This is a bag of Simply Natural Cheetos. You can't just look at a label. You have to actually read the ingredients. Clearly this has more than 5 ingredients, and it's very processed. This is something that you shouldn't be eating. It's clearly not good for you. So we know the why, and I talked a little bit about the how. There's a whole lot to the how, but I don't have 35 minutes. So now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the health benefits. Lisa Leek is the author of 100 Days of Real Food. It's a blog, and the blog was written because she made a commitment with her family to just eat real food, unprocessed food, for 100 days. She had medical tests done before and after the 100 days, her risk for diabetes was decreased by 9%, and her good cholesterol increased by 50%. So I want you to imagine not having to take blood pressure medication, not having to take medication to control your cholesterol or even diabetes, and all of that, but just by simply changing the way you eat. One reader of Lisa's blog even testifies that her daughter her behavioral problems have dramatically improved. During the course of her research of choosing to cut out processed foods from their diet, she learned that the American processed foods diet, i.e. McDonald's, Burger King, contributes to a lot of negative health effects, including ADHD. So, in summary, I've told you why we need to change the way we eat, a little bit about how we do that, and some of the health benefits you realize. And now, I offer you a challenge. I challenge you to go to 100daysofrealfood.com and click on the 10-day challenge. I am currently on day 10 of this challenge. I have not had anything processed in 10 days. I've lost 6 pounds, and my energy level has increased. So I'm experiencing this for myself, and it's really quite amazing, actually. But I'm only one person. So if enough of us do this, if enough of us make healthier choices, we can reverse the obesity trend in this state and the nation. Thank you. And thank you guys for staying and listening to my speech.
Do we have a choice?
You did. You had a choice. You could have left.
But it was you that